Hey, what's up, guys? This is Elo Speaks back again with another video. Alright, so this video is going to be topic NBA propaganda because I really want to talk about the recent propaganda that's been going on in the just NBA media topic spaces or debate shows as well. I just feel like one thing I don't particularly Kuzma, 'cause I feel like he's a LeBron James dick rider, but one thing he did say that I particularly agree with was that the NBA MVP race is media driven and propaganda driven as well. One thing I don't understand is the anti-Nikola Jokic propaganda that's been going on in the NBA. I feel like this guy's been disrespected throughout the whole season. I just don't understand it. There's been multiple narratives on certain players that deserve the MVP over him, and he's been having a terrific season. Now, I do personally think that Joel Embiid kind of deserves the MVP over him. That's just my personal opinion. But if they were to give it to Nikola Jokic, I wouldn't be mad at that either. I just feel like, damn, they've been grasping at straws to give the MVP to not anybody, but to the top 10 players that they think that deserves it over him, strictly because they prefer that player just because. And I just find it crazy. He's been having a terrific season. I think he's been dropping 26, 10, and 8. And he's been averaging over 8 assists, and no center has averaged that many assists since Will Chamberlain. So I just think that's an amazing stat line. But the way they just disregard him and just say, oh, this person deserves it over him, this person deserves it over him, this person deserves it over him, it's just the Jokic disrespect is just so blatant, and it's crazy. First they were saying that LeBron James deserved the MVP even though Jokic was having a better season than him. Then LeBron James gets injured. Then after that, they started saying that Steph Curry deserves the MVP over Nikola Jokic. Even though Nikola Jokic is having a better season, and on top of that, he's have a better record than the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry on it. Now, granted, Steph Curry's having an amazing season, but he's doing that out of necessity. He's not dropping those type of numbers because he wants to. It's just the team is kind of hampered right now. He's doing what he has to do just for his team to just stay afloat. So that's why Curry is doing that. Then the most craziest one that made me prompted me to make this video was that Chris Paul deserves the MVP over Nikola Jokic. Right there, that's why I was like, yo, this is crazy. You can't, there's no way you're a sane voter if you vote Chris Paul MVP over Nikola Jokic. Now, granted, MVP, I'm not saying Chris Paul don't deserve any votes or anything like that. He's having a great year. He made the Phoenix Suns great. They're top in the West right now. But again, you can't just say, oh, we should give him MVP because he went to this franchise and made him good all of a sudden. That's not how the MVP works. You have to put the most valuable player on the most valuable team, on one of the most best valuable teams, and that's Nikola Jokic or Joel Embiid. So for you to give Chris Paul to him because it's an achievement award, that's just gonna sully the MVP award overall. And that's where the media propaganda that's driving this is annoying, and that's where people like me or other people that makes these type of videos have to come in and set things straight. Because if you let the media dictate what they believe is the MVP, they gonna believe it to make the MVP whatever they want based on the type of player that they're trying to advocate for, and that's not right. When it comes to the MVP, we give it to the best player that's having the best season, that's helping their team. But for them, they want to give it to a particular player so that way they could drive more narratives, create more stories, and have more clicks, ratings, views, whatever, so they can make money. There's all a cash grab. This is all a media-driven propaganda. But for us, we're just doing this to tell the truth. Me personally, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't vote for the MVP or who wins, but I do want to advocate on who should win the MVP. I think me personally right now, if I were to have a vote, I will have no problem voting for Nikola Jokic as the MVP. I still do think Joel Embiid should have won it, but he missed too many games. But if they give it to Nikola Jokic, I wouldn't be mad at that either, because he played every single game to this point forward, and on top of that, he's had amazing numbers, and he's helped his team stay at the top of the float, and on top of that, he's still winning games despite the fact that Jamal Murray is out for the whole series this season with an ACL injury, so we don't even know how that's going to affect him in terms of playoffs. So again, he's having an amazing year, and you have to give credence to that. So just to discard him and disregard what he's doing because Chris Paul winning MVP would be a better story, that's ludicrous. And that's why I kind of disgusted with people like Nick Wright, who wants to give MVP to people because of narratives, which makes it so much annoying when he does that type of crap, because it makes him lose credibility, and then he wants to beg and bitch and complain about why why he doesn't get a vote for the MVP, and it's like, this is the reason why, and he doesn't see that. So it's like toxic fanboys like him makes the MVP race less credible when he use bullshit type of statistics and narratives to try to push a typical player to be the MVP. So that's why people don't take him seriously and call him Nick Wrong. So I don't know if he's cognizant of that. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose, but he needs to stop that, because it just makes him look bad. And if he has a vote, then I'm not even going to take the NBA MVP seriously overall, or any of the other votes that he might possibly have in the near future. When it comes to Chris Broussard, he's fair, he's balanced, he's a LeBron James fanboy. He's a low-key LeBron James fanboy, but at least I can say he's fair, balanced, and honest, and he gives a vote to the players who deserve it for that particular season. So I give him credence to that. I give respect. There's some things he be wrong, I disagree with, but I'm not gonna agree with everyone, and not everyone's gonna agree with me on certain things. So yeah, I just feel like the media propaganda is just so biased and it's just crazy sometimes that I feel like people like us that's in the social media is there to counterbalance some of the BS that they're putting out. So that's a good thing. So that way they don't control the narratives or corner the market on what's being discussed in terms of sports. But that's my thoughts and opinions on the matter. Let me know yours down in the comment section down below. This is Evo Speaks out.